Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks so much for tuning in and checking out today's video. Back with another addition to the video that I did last week in regards to the DIY publicity campaign strategies that you can use in order to implement your own do-it-yourself publicity campaign. And today I pretty much just have a couple of extra things to add to that in order to help you really create a campaign that's going to be effective in telling your brand story, your unique way, and getting the media coverage that you desire. So before we get started, want to invite you guys to go ahead, like, share, comment when you feel the need to, of course, after the video, if you did indeed found that the information provided has been helpful or effective in some manner to you. And then also subscribe to the channel for additional content as I continue to produce and create these different storylines to figure out what works or what people really would like to hear coming from someone who does have experience in PR and marketing. And not only that, but also just, wanting to provide valuable information that inspires and uplifts everybody. So without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So first of all, one of the things that I really wanted to add to the discussion that we had last week was that when you start thinking about your campaign objective, your publicity campaign objective, when it comes to marketing, one of the most important things that you need to understand is your own story. You need to be able to identify your own story and why that story that you're telling sets you apart from anybody else's story. To give you an example, there's Nike, there's Reebok, and there's Adidas. That's three different brands. And across those three different brands, they all have a unique storyline as to how they got started, why they even created the brand that they have in the first place, different inspirations behind the brand, and also, most importantly, what makes those brands unique within their own right. So that'd be the number one thing, is just to make sure that whether you're a musician, an author, a small startup business in whatever area, city that you're in, whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you know your story and really work to pull out those things that set you apart from any other brand, whether it's a competitor or, just overall a new company within the city, and you're just looking for those unique, compelling components that's going to make your story be the story that media outlet chooses, because it is of interest to the community as a whole. So that would be the first tip. Make sure you understand your unique brand story and be able to identify it so that you can be able to create that and put that into your campaign narratives as you work towards your PR objectives. The second topic that I want to cover is make sure that you know how you want to connect with your brand. Because once you know your story, once you work to identify the narrative and really understand who it is that you're serving, that'll allow you to figure out the most effective ways to communicate with your audience, where you can find them on social, whether it's in a local networking group or some other place. Just really being able to understand who your audience is and how to effectively speak to them through that campaign will help you determine which channels you need to use, whether it's social media, whether it's newsletters, emails. Just understand how they communicate and the best ways in order to reach them and connect with them. All right, and so that's number two, is just pretty much allowing yourself to do the research so that you do know who you're connected with and how you can best reach your audience. All right, number three, another reason why you want to determine your narrative, your story ahead of time, is because it is going to allow you to cater to that specific following. So you know what your story is, okay? You know where to reach your audience. You know where you can find them on, whether it's online or in local community groups or elsewhere. And then the third thing is to figuring out how your message aligns with them so that you can put together these different PR objectives that pique their interest. That might be a variety of things. It could be a local event that you host and you invite those social groups out to support your event. That might be some sort of virtual Zoom meetup or some sort of panel that you host in order to invite those different groups out to support your brand, whether it be like an introduction to a lodge, or perhaps it might be something to where you're just bringing the community together. You want to come up with different ways to really connect with them outside of social. And social might be just like the main foundation, but also just trying to figure out ways to really connect with them and engage with them in order for them to understand who you are as a brand, what, the different things that you support, your mission statement, and just, really get comfortable with knowing how you can best serve your audience. That would definitely be number 3. So overall, this is obviously very important for you to understand the story that you're telling and to determine your campaign narrative. Like, figure out what it is that you're trying to achieve with any PR campaign, anything that you're getting publicity for. Make sure that you understand your own objectives. Make sure that you know who your audience is, how to connect with them. Make sure that your story aligns with that media. And then most importantly, once you are actively out there pursuing and pitching to media outlets, getting media placements, make sure that you're connected with those people that you're looking to engage outside of just getting media placement, because you will have followers, fans, supporters, customers, a base of people who would like to, connect with you, and just make sure that you're engaging them in the right way. And so those are the tips that I have to go along with that initial video. And if you'd like more help or just additional PR resources or any marketing entrepreneurial-based information that can help you along your journey, feel free to check out my website, which is Keetria.com. There's a lot of different resources there. And then I also have a do-it-yourself PR publicity guide if you're looking for additional insight on how you can go ahead and get started with launching your own in-house publicity campaign. Publicity is one of those things where a lot of people feel like, you have to hire an agency, you have to hire a publicist, you have to hire a marketing firm to take care of those, those different objectives that come throughout a PR campaign. And don't get me wrong, while that is effective, it can yield you the results that you want. For a lot of startups and entrepreneurs and authors who are just getting started, sometimes it's just unrealistic because, it can be costly. So this is one of the reasons why I created this guide, is to really, kind of help those people who are in a position to where they can't hire a publicist or a firm or organization or agency to take care of their PR initiative. This guide is going to take you through the process of which I've used over the course of my career as a publicist and a PR industry expert who has really worked to get brand placement for not only artists and musicians, but just a variety of people who have started from ground zero to really build that PR foundation so that they can expand their brand and create the awareness that they want. So check it out if you're interested. I'll also leave it in the description, but you could also get it on my website. And yeah, so definitely look forward to checking in with you guys next week. I'll continue to include some additional information in regards to PR and marketing resources as I create content and journey throughout this YouTube atmosphere, and looking forward to catching you guys in the next video.